I've been teaching myself how to weld with this cheap Harbor Freight welder. I just welded this pipe together, but if you can tell, that is not straight, so let's cut this and run it back. To cut this pipe, I'm actually going to be using an Easy Arc diamond metal cutting wheel on an old Makita angle grinder, also with some protection. And there we go. That is not a straight cut whatsoever, but we'll fix that. Now we're just going to prep the surface so we can actually weld it. So I got a bevel put on this pipe. It's definitely not straight, but that's completely fine. Now we're just going to recreate that bevel on this one, and then we could weld it together. So let's do that now. I actually ended up cutting that old weld off because it was not straight at all. Both pipes are beveled, so we're going to actually clamp them straight and get them welded. Now, even though that I eyeballed this thing, I'm pretty sure that this thing's straight in the vise. Like, if that's not straight, it's literally off by a millimeter. Anyway, now we can actually tack that in place, and then we could take it out of the vise, and then we could fully weld around it. Now, for the tack welds, I'm going to set it to C with a 3.5 wire speed. And now I'm just going to tack it on this side as well as this side. Yet again, the pipe isn't straight, but we're just going to go ahead and slap a weld around it. I could grind these tacks off and fix it, but I really don't see a point if I'm just practicing here. Next time, I'll try even harder to get it straight. So I actually just quickly welded a metal tab right there, and we're just going to use that so we have a better ground. Better ground makes better welds. Let's start welding this pipe. Look at those dimes. Let's clean these things off now. There's definitely some good parts and there's definitely some bad parts. But that's exactly why we're here learning. You're never going to get better if you don't just practice. If anyone has any tips for me whatsoever, leave them down in the comment section, because your boy definitely could use some, so let me know. Personally, I think my welding progression is getting a lot better. I can't believe I just have a cutout weld now. What do I do with this thing?